Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Saz. I am a Ugandan author in the genre of personal and professional development books. I've published three books to my name, which are in this line of professional growth. I have a book called The Homework of Potential Greatness, and another one called Hired Land Your Dream Job with Ease. And my first book was The Confident Mind. So I'm happy to introduce you that I have a brand new book titled Self Coach Daily Insights to Accelerate Your Professional Growth. This is my latest book, which has just been released this month of um, August. So, on this channel, on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be walking with you through um, the different aspects, the different skills in this book. So, the book is 365 days of professional growth, and every week, actually from every day, you have actions that you have to take to improve on your professional development. So we are talking all the skills and all the ingredients that you need to succeed on your journey of professional growth. So every Saturday or every weekend, I'm going to be doing for you a recording of what the week ahead is going to have. So if you have a book, you'll be following with me. But if you don't have the book, still don't mind, just follow this channel on YouTube such that I read with you. So today marks the first week of August. And what I'm going to do is, instead of giving you the week ahead, I'm going to first give you the previous week to have a feel of how our self-coaching module will be. So this book in August shows that our first week we are supposed to work on personal branding. So I'm going to show you how you coach yourself using this book, Self Coach. So personal branding. So assuming this is the area you want to coach yourself, you want to improve yourself in this area of personal branding. So every day, for example, this was day 4, it gives you an insight and then some action to take. So here we see that on day 4, there was a quote from Chris Anderson which says, "Your brand isn't what you say it is, your brand is what Google says it is." Commentary. So what happens is that every day there is, sorry, on some selected insights, on selected insights, there are commentary sections and action steps you need to take. So when you look at the commentary, I'm trying to read the book such that I. So the commentary here says on day 4 that you may describe yourself as competent, innovative, or credible, but your online footprint tells its own story. Your work, achievements, thought leadership, and professional presence shape how others perceive you. Your digital brand acts as your silent ambassador, speaking before you. So the coaching action is search your name online and review what appears on the first page. Ask yourself, does this accurately reflect the personal identity I want to project? Then take one deliberate action to strengthen your digital presence. You can do this by updating your professional profile, sharing a useful insight, publishing your work, or refining your online narrative. So you see, now the day is finished. That's all you need. You don't need to read the entire book in a single go. So therefore, this is what you read the commentary and then the action, and you move on to the next day. So day 5, in this coaching program on personal branding, day 5 says establish your brand on positive attributes like making meaning, doing good, changing the world, and making people happy, not doing in your competition. What this means, friends, is that you don't need to compete with the rest, you just need to compete with yourself. So that's another insight on day 5. Then day six, the insights stop on day five, and then on day six, we are reviewing the week before. So on day six, it's a longer reflection on day six here. But I summarized it in this PowerPoint that I'm sharing with you online. And the key summary here is a strong reputation is a valuable asset that often surpasses monetary value. So surround yourself with people of good character. Prioritize integrity over image because integrity safeguards authenticity. Because in personal branding, a well-managed brand distinguishes you, makes you memorable, and clarifies your values. It is the story others tell about you when you are absent or in your absence. So you get to see how important personal branding is. But there are also some useful insights here about branding in relation to employability. Remember, self-coach is training you to become um, preparing for the world of work, or if you're already in the world of work, how you position yourself strategically. So the first insight, evidence age on personal branding. Um, a recent study, personal branding and employability, a recent study by Science Direct found that strong personal branding improves perceived employability, but mainly through building personal brand equity. That's the trust, the credibility, and the recognition attached to your name. The strongest drivers were authentic self expression and alignment with personal values more than just frequent online interaction. So you don't want to be online just for the sake of being online, but um, authentic self-expression, which is very rare lately, but it's a thing that is necessary. Then another insight is personal branding as a career management necessity. So personal branding as a career management necessity. Interdisciplinary research suggests that personal branding has shifted from optional self-promotion to a core career strategy, especially in project-based digital and highly competitive work environments. So as employment systems change, work environment increasingly expected to communicate their value clearly and consistently. So there is a spark, what we call a spark. So this book is built on a framework called the Spark Loop framework. In the upcoming episodes, I'll be explaining to you what the Spark Loop framework means. But in simple terms, it's the action, it's the framework that guides you on which action you take. And for this pack, it says this week, take a deliberate step toward strengthening your personal brand. Review your online presence, refine your professional narrative, ensure a public image aligns with your core values, and consistently demonstrate your competence. Do not wait to be discovered. Be intentional about becoming visible, credible, and memorable. That's really, really so profound. Can read it again. Do not wait to be discovered. Be intentional about becoming visible, credible, and memorable. So, the last insight I want to leave with you is the action exercise. What does Google say about you when someone searches your name? So what you're going to do is search your name in Google. Go to the Google search space and then type your name. For example, Andrew says, what does Google say about you? Are you happy? Are you comfortable? Are you confident with what Google says about you? If you are, keep polishing and maintaining that. If you're not, then change it. You're not a tree. So that's our self-coaching moment for today. We'll be having all these engagements and similar engagements on this YouTube platform. Subscribe and like and follow us on all our social media platforms of self-coach daily insights to accelerate your professional development, a book by Andrew Saz. It's bye for now.